Basically all my biggest problems with this game, they've taken on board and have said that they're already working on changing them.
Yeah, it's an interesting tactic to release a single-player only game.
It's like Dark Souls, so there is multiplayer.
But you couldn't do it in the beta.
No.
So
you could interact with other players' corpses and fight like their build, but it wasn't actually them controlling them.
Yeah, because it seems like a... I guess Final Fantasy 15 sort of did it with their Disque.
Yep.
But it's kind of this... Usually a beta is to stress test a network system or a network or something, but this is like, here's a game, what do you think? No, you don't like it? Let's change it.
Maybe that's the difference between an alpha and a beta.
No,
I don't really know.
An alpha, it's a different stage of development.
Well, this was an alpha.
It was an alpha, yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Well, it makes sense because they're taking so many changes into account that a beta wouldn't. That's why, like, a beta's on the way to being done. Like alpha, beta, and I assume it's just Gold Master after the beta. So
yeah, and this is meant to come out this year.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I don't know, good on them. It seemed like a good move because that looked stupidly difficult.
Yeah,
I heard the targeting system was something they're going to tweak, which was one of your big problems. That
the other one was like the map design. It was like playing a PS1 game or something. So apparently they're going to go back and change the map layouts, which is pretty massive.
What was wrong with the maps?
Oh, it was just garbage. It was just like
what? Why?
Just like buildings that you can't really like get around. They're sort of like big impediments. There wasn't much exploration. It was almost just like single pathway. From this list, they said
it wasn't like the intricate maze that is Dark Souls.
They explicitly said they're going to add a bunch of shortcuts and stuff that loop around.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So we'll see. Like, I want that game to be good. I don't know that it will be, even with these changes. Like, I feel like it's just sort of Team Ninja. Don't want to be that guy, but it's been a while, guys, since you've given us a good game.
Since you've knocked it out of the park, so to speak.
Look, their boob physics are on point. Like, I think we can all appreciate that. Like, it is 2016. Maybe some ball physics. I'd like to see some, like, heavy scrotal sway. Just in the interest of fair play. Warner Brothers has officially announced that Batman Return to Arkham is coming to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One on July 26th in North America and July 29th in Europe, with Virtuos handling development. Priced at $49.99 USD, Batman Return to Arkham features remastered versions of Batman Arkham Asylum and Batman Arkham City, using Unreal Engine 4, complete with improved graphics and upgraded models, environments, lighting effects, and shaders. Both titles also include all of their downloadable content and Game of the Year Edition bonuses. This is the worst kept secret ever.
Are we still waiting for that Bioshock collection, or was that announced?
No, I don't think they actually announced that, did they?
That's another one. That'll come.
Yeah, like shit. And that's one that we'll see.
Good for everyone who hasn't played it and will play it. That's awesome.
Yep.
Don't give a shit myself, really.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's funny that I did say the news we care about at the start of this segment, but it's really
not
the news that we have to tell you.
I feel like I'm missing something big. Like, my news stories this week were just sort of like incidental, really.
Yeah, and you even checked again today and you found nothing. So
there was some Naughty Dog actually released a pretty cool interview about all the stuff they cut from Uncharted 4, but it was pretty spoilery, and I figured I'd just
let's keep the spoilers out of it.
Here's one that Sean cares about. Billed as the most expansive video game in Dragon Ball history, Bandai Namco and developer Dimps announced the Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 is coming to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC in 2016. Using the power of the current-gen consoles and PCs, Bandai Namco says that Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 builds upon the highly popular Xenoverse universe with enhanced graphics that will further immerse players into the largest, most detailed Dragon Ball world ever developed. You'll also find a new hub city, more character customization choices than ever before, new features, and special upgrades.
I've got a little bit of news for you here.
Oh!
Overwatch update 1.02 is 9.6 gigabytes on PS4.
Wow.
Includes new maps and modes.
That's pretty dope.
New escort map, Route 66. New control map, Ilios. New play mode custom game. New play mode competitive play, which would be their pre-seasons thing.
Oh, interesting.
New play mode, weekly brawl, new feature highlights, update new player experience. I guess they might have those starter matches where you can kind of get your feet wet.
Yep.
That's the only. I'm literally just looking for news now. This is what this has become.
You don't care about Xenoverse? Xenoverse 2? Like, I might get on board with that.
That's because when he was like, let's play Xenoverse with me, I
had a feeling.
I was like, no, well, I knew about Xenoverse 2, that it was announced. And I was like, well, if I'm just going to wait until they make it better and play Xenoverse 2. So maybe I'll get on board with Xenoverse 2. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, like I could, watching the little trailer, it kind of got me a bit hyped. Like, I love Dragon Ball. The universe is just so fucking great.
I got some news for you.
Okay.
Steins Gate Zero listed for PS4 and PS Vita on Amazon Spain.
Interesting. Wow. I love Steins Gate. How did I miss that?
You're just bad at getting the news.
You're bad at getting the news. Don't you fucking come at me. I'll put you down. Where do I tell you I'm going to put you? In the ground. That's where I'm going to put you.
Throw it on the ground.
It's time for the PS forecast, and this week it is my turn. You know what I've gone with this time, Govinda? Warhammer End Times Vermintide is a first-person shooter video game developed and published by Fat Shark. The game is set in the Warhammer fantasy universe. It is released for Microsoft. Released for Microsoft Windows on October the 23rd, 2015, and it's coming to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One in 2016. The game is multiplayer only, and its structure is similar to Valve's Left 4 Dead series. Set in the end times, players can team up with 3 other players to fight against the Skaven, a race of rodent-like monstrous creatures, in the city of Ubersreich. At the end of each match, the players are given the opportunity to roll dice, which determines the weapons they will receive.
Do we get a release date on this? Will we be able to play it before you get to play Total War Warhammer?
Chances are good. Do you ever play Left 4 Dead?
No.
Okay.
So, I refresh me, because I always get confused. Is Left 4 Dead the Xbox?
Yeah, it was.
And
exclusive.
There's just is that the one with just the crazy weapons and armor that you build and?
No, it was more like it's like a 4-player co-op thing.
What's the other one? What's the other one I'm trying to think of? The other mass zombie one that was a launch game on Xbox.
Oh, Dead Rising.
Dead Rising.
Yeah.
I always get them confused.
Very different. This is so you have 4 players, and you all spawn into a safe room. Mm-hmm. And you have to get to the next safe room, and along the way you're just attacked by hordes and hordes of... why this would be cool is, I imagine... It's a first-person shooter, which is interesting. Because in the fantasy universe, it's like muskets, single-shot firearms. And the Skaven, by the way, are like rat men. Hordes of them.
Is it Warhammer Space Marines?
No, fantasy.
Ah.
So that's interesting. It's really weird that it's coming to... I feel like Warhammer's... They quietly just churn out games, and while not all of them are great...
None of them are great.
Yeah, I liked Space Marine.
Yeah, but you liked it, but you didn't love it.
See, I'm more into the world and the universe of it than...
And that was you were more into the strategy version of Warhammer. But that was a strategy, wasn't it?
No, that was a third-person action RPG.
But it was still, you were commanding...
No.
I swear you were commanding people onto cover and stuff, and
It was more like Gears of War. But you had jetpacks and stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
So a bit of a shorter episode this week. Not a lot going on. Sort of that old E3 calm before the storm. Although we did actually get a new I Am Setsuna trailer today, which was quite interesting.
I have no idea what that is.
It's like Chrono Trigger, or it's the spiritual successor.
Oh, yeah, no, you did tell me when you were watching that. Yep.
Yes, it's very Japanese.
Does it look like Chrono Trigger?
Sprites? Even down to some of the same moves, explicitly, cross slash, where you have multiple. Yeah. So it's very much a Chrono Trigger game.
But will it have the heart? That's the real question.
Already, the main character has this weird ponytail, which I don't love.
I'm out. Is it the same artist?
I don't know.
Or is it like they're just kind of copying the art style?
Yeah, there's people. It could be. There's people that worked on Chrono Trigger on the dev team, but I don't know about the artist.
Because it was the dude who does Dragon Ball Z, wasn't it?
Yeah, Toriyama. Akira
I'm
Toriyama?
not sure. I just remember hearing something that it was the Dragon Ball Z artist who did it.
Yes, I think so. Yeah, it's pretty
It makes
distinctive.
sense. It looks pretty Dragon Ball Z-ish. Like, he looks like he's Super Saiyan 5.
With red hair.
Yeah, Super Saiyan 5.
And a fucking Bandeezy.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'll round it out. And we'll be back again next week with a whole load of new Warhammer woes.
And some more news that maybe we don't care about.
Sometimes you don't. This has been episode 34 of the PS Podcast, Australia's #1 PlayStation podcast, hosted by us. Feel free to contact us at _PS Podcast and join our Facebook group, and subscribe to Adam and Hurst on YouTube. Reviewing us on iTunes is also super helpful, but word of mouth is where it's at, so tell all your friends. Share us wherever you can, we really appreciate it. So until next time, I'm Khayl.
Me.
Play safe, players.